What is up, Copy Squad? Coming to you live from New York City. What this is all about is yesterday I got like a very casual kind of like a joke comment. I was talking about my book, right? So I'm writing this new book about the language of copywriting. And I kind of have like a price range and where I think I want to charge for the book. And I was thinking like, I'll just charge like 10 to 12 bucks, right? Like, seems like a pretty standard like book cost. And one of our viewers said $12 is more than my rent, right? And I was like, that's pretty funny. I was like, well, we gotta get you into some nicer digs then, man. I gotta get you some money, dude. Buy the book so you can afford to live this awesome hotel lifestyle like me. All right, so anyway, so here's what I did. I kind of decided to kind of run with that theme. And last night I was at the other hotel and I was like filling out like my breakfast card, right? They'll bring you breakfast in the morning. And for a drink, I wanted coffee. And to get the smallest pot of coffee cost $11. And the first thing I thought was, man, that sure as hell makes my book seem a lot more affordable, considering I'm about to pay $11 for like 1 cup of coffee, 2 cups of coffee, and then I'm going to be on my way to work or wherever I hit a train to go to New York, and I'm going to drop 11 bucks, right? But this book that I'm trying to sell is actually 12 bucks max. Like, I think that's like as high as I'll go, depending on how I'm feeling when I finally hit publish and how much time I put into it. And it could actually teach you how I have personally sold millions of dollars worth of products and help you in evolving that skill. So what I did is I came back with this 2 Instagram posts, okay? And I can kind of show you on my screen what my Instagram posts look like. This is me introducing like the YouTube.
USP.
All right.
I got a funny comment when I said my new upcoming book should be like between 10 and 12 bucks. Someone said, 12 bucks is my rent, bro, or something like that. And so I'm just like filling out my breakfast card for my hotel, what I'm going to eat in the morning. Small pot of coffee is going to last me like 15 minutes, $11. However, my book can teach you how to sell thousands of dollars worth of products for the rest of your life. Worth it.
Okay, so right there, that's a clear apples to oranges comparison. Then I also went ahead and did the same thing with the Instagram post, okay? I got a funny comment about my upcoming book selling for 10 to 12 bucks. Comment is 12 bucks more my rent. Small pot is 11. That makes a $12 book that can teach you world-class selling principles that have generated millions in sales seem crazy affordable, right? So you see how I kind of turned that on its head, where if you've got someone, like he kind of compared apples to oranges by comparing the book to the rent, which was like the reverse direction I'd like him to have compared it to, right? That's not good for sales. However, you can do the same thing with your copy, is where you can take something that seems, and I could have gone larger, right? I basically took like, wow, coffee, 11, book that changes your life, 12. Where are you going to put your money, right? And I make it seem like the obvious choice, right, by comparing apples to oranges. And we do that in copywriting all the time. And it didn't even dawn on me that I was doing it until like basically today, when I was kind of like drawing up on the finishing touches on the first draft of the book, where I get to like the offer section. I'm talking about, okay, this is the part where you want to compare your price, minimalize it by comparing apples to oranges. And I actually am doing that here in this Instagram post. And I've actually pulled up a real life example of copywriting that demonstrates this, okay? So what I'd like to do is show you like a real example of copywriting at the highest level principle. All right, so this is how you do it in a sales letter. Okay, so this is for the Buyout Millionaires Club, okay? So you got this claim, big gain in a matter of days. How much would that be worth to you? Before you answer, consider this, and this is where the writer will begin to compare apples to oranges, all right? When I used to run a hedge fund, we used to charge something called the 2 and 20 fee structure, meaning you are charged 2% management fee, and you give the fund 20% of your returns. Remember how I said the one-day bonus indicator showed it could deliver average returns 24,829 every 9 days? That equates to $1,390,424 a year. With gains like that, your fees would easily be over $250. Okay, so he's basically asking, how much would these gains be worth? How much would it be worth to you? But before you think about that, if you made $1 million, right? If you made the gains that were promising, and you did it on Wall Street, it'd be worth, you'd lose $250,000 in fees. To be fair, with potential returns like that, I think it's worth every penny. But don't worry, the special membership to the Buyout Millionaires Club won't cost anywhere near $250. It won't cost $50, not even $10. Let's see, is the price here? I don't think it is. The price isn't here. This is a price anchor. Okay, so what they've done, I've done a couple things here, okay? I'm going to help you decode this section. So the first thing they did is they basically said, okay, what do you think it's worth? because if you made $1.3 million on Wall Street, right, when I was a hedge fund manager, that would have costed you $250,000. So they placed an anchor that this value is worth $250,000. And how did they place that anchor? They did it by comparing apples to oranges. They didn't say another service like this is charging this much money and we're cheaper. And they didn't say like your gains are this much and we'll charge 10% of that or something like that. Basically, they took something that's kind of irrelevant, right? Like, I don't care what a hedge fund does on Wall Street. I'm buying a newsletter here, right? And they smacked that giant label, that giant price, like right in front of you. And then what they're going to do is say, whoa, don't worry, friend. This will not cost you $250K. Won't even cost you 50 and not even 10. So price anchor, price reduction, and then they're going to be like, bam, it's only 2,000 or 2,500 or 3,000. And compared to 250,000, which is an orange, right? Well, let's say it's an apple. The orange of 2,000, so 250,000 down to 2,500 or 2,000 or 3,000, huge difference. Like, wow, this is so much more affordable than doing it this other way that's completely unrelated, right? So that was kind of a little lesson that it's kind of like ingrained in my brain. I almost overlooked it. I basically took that idea and I turned it on its head for myself, and you can see that I didn't have to go to crazy lengths, right? I didn't have to say, similar copywriting services are charging $20,000 and my book's only $12,000. Like, I didn't have to do that, right? I actually took something like this pot of coffee, small pot, $11 for some coffee, man. So I went on there and I ran with that idea. $12 is more than my rent, but this coffee's $11. That makes a $12 book super affordable, right? All right, I'm just gonna say thanks for tuning in. Peace out, Copy Squad.